Well, blessed morning, or yeah, it's still morning time. Blessed morning, friends, folks. I took the day off today. Two things. Got a little nasal action going on, and got a little chest irritation going. So called in today. I took some Alka-Seltzer and what do you call it, Dayquil. So if I have to, I'll take off tomorrow as well. But I just want to take today off. Plus today is Cubby's birthday, and she turned 11. And I'm thankful that God gave me her as an arrow and Annie and I's quiver. You know, Annie ain't here no more. But towards the end, before sickness overtook her, we had a really great conversation, and I told her that I would take care of these girls for as long as I live, and I would raise them up right. Now, my righteousness is as filthy rags, but because I know the Most High God, I will raise them up in His way. And she got raised up in the Lord by her mom and dad. She got raised up right. And she returned home. She left off that. She gave her heart back to the Lord. And then she crossed the stars. So we got times where we get sad and this and that, but there's peace that surpasses all understanding when you give your heart to the Lord. When you know your loved ones gave their hearts to the Lord. So, you know, we know where she went. Someday, she'll be holding cake and Cubby again. But I prayed something real simple to the Lord. No, I had I have this awesome Sunday school teacher, Dan Caldwell, and we returned home to our home church. Used to be our home church at Lighthouse Pentecost right over here up at Rogers Lane, Lawton, Oklahoma. And he said, when you pray, pray specifically for what you need. And what he had asked for, he had asked for healing in his. He had an issue going on with his knees down, and what he asked for, he got. But he said he really should have prayed for more specifically what he was needing, because he still has a condition, and something about it took the pain out for that time being, but he still has a condition to this day. But yet he's so advanced in the Lord that, you know, Paul had the thorn in his flesh, and he asked the Lord to remove it, but the Lord didn't. You know, and in your weakness, God's at His strongest. So there's a reason why we carry on as we do. You know, like right now, I'm not giving up weightlifting. I got arthritis in my neck. Something's going on with my left hand. The next step after I got my x-rays is take an MRI. So I'm building a little more time at work, and I'm going to get an MRI, and we'll really see what's going on. But I believe I got carpal tunnel is what I got, because I did, for 11 years, I did residential trash before I started doing bulk. And it's a lot of grabbing the stick. That stick is what controls the arm to grab the cart and dump it on the top. So my left hand is constantly doing this. And that's what I believe it is, because it feels like blood flow is restricted. And because my right hand, I don't feel nothing. Right here, right now, I can feel it right here to about right here. And the tips of my fingers are tingly. It's been like that for a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. But I drive on, because instead of going to this lesson, I'm going to just give you my heart for a second. No matter what comes against you, I want you to know the Lord has an answer for you. And what drives me is His peace that surpasses all understanding, and love. That love that Annie and I had for one another. Of course, you have sex, you make love, and that's how our babies are made. And these babies are made out of love. And that's why we're really blessed with them. They were not an accident. Abortion, I never thought about having an abortion. Annie was told a long time ago that she couldn't have kids, and I was told that too. And we have these two wonderful daughters. They're the arrows in our quiver. God's bow is always strong. That's why I'm always saying that. You know, I think in the word it says that a tree is taken, or a branch is taken off a tree, and it is sharpened. But those that are worthless, you know, you look, you have dead limbs in your tree, it's thrown into the fire. To me, that correlates with children. You raise your children up straight in a tree of life, and they're going to be an arrow that hits the mark every time, because God's bow is always strong. But if the arrow is no good, then it's cast aside, because you can't hit the enemy with that arrow, and sin means missing the mark. So imagine shooting a crooked arrow at something. You're not going to do that. Crooked arrows are no good. But a straight arrow, it's nice. Calibrated and everything. It's going to hit the mark each and every time. So I think I'll end it with this. You know, I say this a lot at places. God's bow is always strong and it's ready to fire. Children, all the arrows in the quiver, and God's bow is always strong, ready to fire. So there you go. Be blessed in your own journey today.